Hello everybody and welcome to Bathmat Reviews, where today we are going to be talking about Transformers Studio Series 86 Devastator. And I think this will be the last time I'm talking about Devastator for a while. Not only have I gotten the major versions complete, I'm just getting kind of bored of doing the same characters over and over again. There's so much variety in Transformers and I keep doing Devastator. Anyway, this is the combination video, and to start there, it's best to start in vehicle mode for all the characters, so that's where I'm going to start. Anyway, just as a quick overview, we'll go over each of the vehicles. So there's that one, there's that one, Shaw, this dude, this one too. Everything's falling apart. Trailers stay together. And plug that in. Yeah. And then there is the last two. Yay! Woo! Anyway, since there's not much to talk about in vehicle mode as far as Devastator goes that I haven't already said, let's start combining. So first, we'll start with the legs. Whoosh. And we'll start with this one. So first, remove the weapon, lift up the scoop, take this big piece, and bring that around and lock that in right there. Then take the arms, flip them around, and do the same on this side. And for some reason, lock in. And for some reason, I don't understand why, the instructions say to take the arms and to rotate them around like that. I don't see what that does. That's so awfully important, but that is what is told to do. Then take the legs, pull that down, flip that around, and then split this for now. We'll just set that off to the side. Next leg. Here we go. So first, remove the gun. Then, this one's very simple. Take the front of the cement truck, bring it up, then over like so. Come to the back here, bring down these panels, and straighten them out fully. Then bring these ones down, press those in, and then bring those up. And they will actually lock them in to give more stability, which is very cool. Then bring the arms back slightly. Oh, and I just engaged the ankle tilt now on both these guys. That guy's ankle tilt is really weird. Anyway, setting that off to the side. Next, we'll do the pants. So that is this. And this is basically where they put all the extra bits. And you know what? I'm okay with that. So first, remove all of them. Come down here, unpick that. Take the gun bits, unpick those. Remove these, and you're left with the base trailer. So, to get there, first, take all this and just pop it up. And bring all of this back. Then, take these bits, unpeg them from the skirt flaps or whatever, and bring them down. Oh, that is a loud ratchet. Then bring the flaps themselves down and collapse all of this like that. You can bring it down like this, but that is not what you want to do for the instructions. You need it out like this. I'm gonna raise the camera a little bit. Wow, that shook way more than I was expecting. And then take these and bring them up. And you can set that off to the side. Now, take long haul. I can't remember. I was trying to say what the freaking vehicles are, but I can't remember. It doesn't matter. Anyway, take all this. Bring the legs back, like so. Take the arms, unpeg them, bring them out on both sides, And now we can start doing what we got to do. So bring all the legs down like that. Take the arms and orient them like this, with the palm facing upward, or with the hand facing upward, I should say. And then bring that on in, and that will tab in. And then, assuming I did everything correctly, I almost always mess this step up just because I'm a little bit, it's hard for me to remember. Then bring that up and tab that in. And I did it correctly, first try. Heck yeah. So, again, rotate it around like that. Bring that up and bring that tab in, and there you have the arms. Then take this piece, bring it back and collapse that in. Then take the legs, make sure they are together. You don't need them separated. And then bring it up like that. Then flip out the heels, and those will peg in right there. Next, should we do the arms or the head? We'll do the arms since they're pretty easy. So, take the weapon, set that off to the side. Unpeg the sides of the leg. Bring all this up. Straighten that out. There's a fly buzzing around me. It's annoying. Take the legs. Make sure they are tabbed in properly still. Then bring down this tab and bring the toe in like that. Well, actually, it's the entire ankle. And peg that in. Then rotate, and you are done with that. And very similarly on this side, although slightly different, take the gun, bring all this up, and I mean, you can have it like that or like that, whatever you want, or you can just have it posed like that, I guess. I'm going to do it the way the instructions say and just have it flat like that. Anyway, come down here, bring all this down, and then bring this out. And yes, he has a extra flap there. I don't know why they had that as a separate piece. Oh, yeah, I remember why now. Never mind. I'm dumb. So bring that up, and that reveals the slot that he connects into, which is why there's the separate piece. Bring that down, and then rotate that. And you are done with that. And then the final and probably most complex one, collapse the crane in, hook that there, and you don't have to actually remove the weapon, because the weapon storage says to keep it there. But you can if you want to. Take the crane base and move it over like that. Unpeg the arms on both sides. And then just kind of, whoop. I always do that out of order, gosh. You're supposed to pop the head up and then extend both sides out. I almost always forget to do that, as you just saw. Which probably, yeah, it looks like it's leaving a bit of scuffing, but so far no serious looking damage. But yeah, pop the head up and then move the things. Then tuck in the hands. Then bring this one around. Keep this one down, and then this one can just be moved back up. Then bring this around. Tab that in. Then flatten the head. Rotate it around. Bring up the face. And flip out the face, I should say. Then peg that back in. Open the arm slot area to bring out this tab. Then on this other side, just get your nail in there and flip that out. Then come to the bottom and flip out this tab, or connector thingy, I guess. And then you can bring that down and you are done. Now, time for assembly. So first, I guess we'll just start with the legs and work our way up. So first, take waist and slot this in and slot that in, and then just press that real hard. Then bring that in, and that will lock into place. And then on this side, open this up, take the leg, slot that there, and then close that back up. And there you have the pants. Whoa, yeah. Anyway, now that he's getting taller, I'm going to have to start adjusting the camera, which is just what I love to do. Anyway, then take this bit, just drop it right on in. I said drop it right on it. Why are you fighting me? Oh, that's why, because the back was fighting me. Anyway, so drop that on, line up the back, just tab that in like that. And now it's getting even taller. Okay, now take the head part, sorry, to get it so close to the camera there, and then drop this down, and there's a series of pegs that will, well, peg in, that you can just go around on each point and get that all settled in, like so. Then go to the arms and just put them above and slot them down. And then come to the back here and there, peg that in like that. The same thing on this side. Just come in there. Ooh, no, do not break that tab, please. Bring that down. And then, come on, line that up. This side always tries to fight me a bit more. And I don't know why. Are you kidding me? Now that untabbed, everything's coming apart. This is horrible. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, wow. Just fight me really hard, why don't you? Never do this when the camera's off. First time for everything. It has to be when the camera's on. Get all that properly pegged in now so that it doesn't fight you, hopefully. Oh, crap, I did forget to do a step. That's probably why. Take this bit, bring that down, fold that there. And now, slot that down, tab that in, and stop fighting me. Oh my goodness. And there you go. Now, time to add on all the extra bits. So, to get some stability, take one of these, take this, place that in like that, and then slot that in. Then just tab this on, and that will lock in there. And then do the other side, just slot, slide, tab in, and now everything will hold solidly. Then take the missile pods, flip in the thingy, peg, fork thing, flip out the hand, rotate it, and peg that right on. Actually, you should probably flip that, you should probably flip this around so that the gap isn't showing, but you know, it doesn't really matter to me. It does actually matter. He's not able to move his arm as much, so I'm going to do that right now. And there we go. Now he can properly bend his arm. So then, do the same on this side. Flip the hand out and peg that in. And then you just got to make sure that's closed up and slot that right on. And there you have Devastator. But, well, actually, we should cover where to put the weaponry. Uh-oh. I always get them mixed up. Okay, so that one's that one, and that one is that one. And okay, so actually, on the arms, I always do this, because I feel like you should have a spot to take them, but on the arms, you're just supposed to leave the guns where they are. If you don't like that, you can probably find another spot for them. Anyway, then come around back, and with these three guns, take one, place it there. Take this one, place it there. And then take this one and place that there. And there you go. That is all the weapon storage. And then the final bit are these two bits, which you just put together, and then put that peg into his hand, and you have Devastator. And yeah, he's good. I really like him. I was thinking I would have him probably separated into all of his components because I already have a Devastator, but I think I might like this one more. It's not as big, but I just prefer it. Anyway, oh, yeah, you can also just collapse that. Yeah. Oh, wait, that was just folded up. Never mind. Ignore what I was saying. Although, isn't it like also... I don't know. I'm just remembering things at this point. Yeah, no, it's just supposed to be like that. Anyway, so now let's talk about... Well, first let's talk about his main flaw that I would say. And that might just be a problem with mine. But if we move over here to the arm... He has the loosest grip on his gun. Like, it's pathetic. I have no idea why. And it's on both hands. So I guess it's something to do with the handle, but I don't know what caused that. But yeah, actually we can test it out if we just do the short one. Nope. Short one's also loose as heck as well. So either both of them are loose or it's just bad grip, which is a little bit disappointing. But because like if you bump it at the end, okay, don't do it. See, if you bump it right at the end there, it tends to pop out, at least for me. But yeah, I hope that's not a problem with everybody's and is just a problem with mine because I got unlucky. Anyway, now let's do articulation. So, head can do a full 360. It is not on a ball joint. It can look up, but that's more body horror than anything. Or how to murder him. Although, it does kind of look like you could sit a headmaster in there, just and then have him be piloting it like a mech. Anyway, arms can go out that far. See, just look at that. It's pathetic. Then go full 360. And there goes the weapon. Then, moving on down to here, you got a bicep swivel. Slightly under 90 degrees. Go down to the hand, which you have a full 360. And then you have an opening and closing hand. Then, continuing on down, you have a waist joint that can't do a full 360, but can get pretty much as you'd need to. And probably by, gosh, sorry, I keep bumping the camera. And probably by untabbing this and moving the back stuff out of the way, you'd be able to get the full rotation. Anyway, then on this leg, you got forward that far, back that far before the back flap stops it, out that far. You have a thigh swivel. You have over, well, actually exactly 90 degrees of bend. I wish I'd stop hitting the camera. And then you have ankle tilt for about maybe 4 clicks. And then on this side, 1, 2. Yeah, seems like only 2 clicks. But again, you get the equal amount of posability. And normally you only need 1 anyway. So, yeah. And now, time for some size comparisons. So, here he is with Optimus Prime. At least he is a good combiner with the size, although it'd be a smaller version of Devastator, but Devastator size always changes anyway. Then Let's bring in the big guns. So first, here he is with Combiner Wars Devastator. And hey, you're not supposed to be bent like that. And yeah, so you can kind of see the difference. I'd say this one is better quality, but this one does have the presence that this one kind of lacks. But both are good in their own ways, and I quite like both of them. And now move that guy out of the way. And here he is with the other Studio Series Devastator, who is much harder to get on camera with somebody else. Because of how weird he is. Anyway, yay. So they're roughly about, this guy's a little bit taller, but yeah, the two Studio Series Devastators are roughly the same size. And yeah. So let's move him out of the way. Ah, crap, he fell. And yeah, so that's about it. I really like this group. I think it was a very needed improvement on the Combiner Wars team, and is definitely worth it. And so, yeah, that's about it. Thank you all for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below what characters I should review next, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. And follow me on YouTube and TikTok. Bye!